Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. About a month ago, I called the Texas Attorney General's office to talk about the killing of Darren H. Goforth, the police officer who was reported shot dead at a gas station. The story was bogus bullshit by the numbers, and all the shootings since then have been the same thing. The reason I'm bringing this up is because after you're done watching this video, I want you to call the Roseburg Police Department and let John Hanlin, the spokesperson for this shooting hoax, know we have his number. These people are Zionist agents, Truth Seeker. Notice that the name John Hanlin has gematria of 105. The gematria of Roseburg, the town that he is police chief over, has gematria of 105. Zionism has gematria of 105. It is the Freemasons who run the police departments. Masonry has gematria of 105. Check this out, though, about John Hanlin. Is John Hanlin trying to tell us the truth? This is some really bizarre reporting by CNN. Watch this.
Thrust onto the national stage after the massacre at Umpqua Community College, Douglas County Sheriff John Hanlin talks top and isn't afraid to share his opinion.
I will not name the shooter. I will not give him the credit he probably sought prior to this horrific and cowardly act.
His stance on the shooter cheered by many, but some of his other beliefs are putting him smack dab in the middle of the fight over gun control. A letter he sent to Vice President Joe Biden 1 month after the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary, one of the deadliest in American history, gives everyone a good look at his unwavering stance on gun control. It says in part, gun control is not the answer to preventing heinous crimes like school shootings, but now a mass shooting has hit him at home. So we asked him about his thoughts as the entire country asks, why is this happening in America yet again, and what will stop it? Can you talk to me about your stance on the fact that you feel like gun control is not a potential?
In case you've missed my older videos, Sidner is a 33 name. Everything about CNN is 33. This woman shows up at every shooting hoax. You can confirm something is a shooting hoax if she is there. Or Ed Lavendera. The name Lavendera equals 33 as well. These people are some of the most vile creatures on the planet. Imagine how sick you have to be to go on TV, to collect a paycheck, to lie about a shooting for the purpose of scaring people and for the purpose of agenda. All these people are filth. The police, the politicians, the news reporters, they all need their heads chopped off. No, I am not kidding. That'd be the nicest thing we could do for these people.
Answer.
Yeah, okay, I understand your interest in that, and I can appreciate that you have an interest in my position, but like I've said a number of times this morning, we are focusing on getting this investigation completed.
But he did talk to us a bit about a controversial post on his Facebook page that is also getting attention now. Long before the Umpqua College shooting, he reposted a viral video. That video delves into conspiracy theories involving the Sandy Hook shooting. It goes as far as to question whether some of the grieving parents were crisis actors. He writes, "This makes me wonder who we can trust anymore," and goes on to say, "Watch, listen, and keep an open mind." Or did you post?
Notice what day he posted that, Truth Seeker. January 13th, 113, like the words mainstream, green screen, dishonest. These people are actively trying to confuse us. There have been a lot of weird police shooting stories. Let's not forget about the one in Massachusetts, the town with the 74 gematria, just like Oregon, where the police officer reported that his car was shot up. They had witnesses on TV saying they saw the shooting. Then the next day it was admitted that the police officer shot his own car. They're cluing us in, but they're laughing at us because they know the gullible mass mainstream believes everything on TV.
Post it?
No,
You didn't post it.
no.
Oh, busted, man. I don't even know what to think of it. All right, let's watch a little more John Hanlin in action. You know, he might have criticized and told people to have an open mind about the Sandy Hook shooting hoax, but here he is selling the lies. Also, let me remind you that on the day of this shooting, there was a federal court ruling for the parents of Sandy Hook, the first one to happen, Umpqua, where this happened, the school has 26 gematria, just like how there were 26 victims at Sandy Hook. These numbers tie the shootings together and more. Newtown equals 33, the location of Sandy Hook. Oregon's the 33rd state. This happened on the first day of October, the only month with 33 gematria. There's more, Truth Seeker, but let's just listen to this.
I want to let you know that investigators located one additional handgun during the search of the shooter's residence, bringing the total number of guns seized to 14. Now to the officers involved in the shooting investigation. I've been asked to release the following information by the Oregon State Police on behalf of the Oregon State Medical Examiner. The medical examiner has determined the cause of death of the shooter to be suicide.
Well, that's complete bullshit, because anybody who's watched my first video where I captured all the mainstream coverage, they said that the shooter was arrested and detained. So how did the story later change to he was... You know what? Now I've heard several things. That the police shot and killed him, that he's killed himself. This reminds of the Boston Marathon bombing, where it was first reported that the bomber was arrested. Then later we got a big story about a shootout. I mean, this is what they do in these lies. They add so many details that don't add up. It's all for mass confusion.
The Oregon State Police is conducting the investigation on the officer-involved shooting.
Well, I don't want police investigating shit because they're complicit in all this. Look at this, Truth Seeker. I've figured out how they've indexed this shooting. Look at the name Sheriff John Hanlin in Pythagorean gematria, 95, and with the S exception, 104. If you're new here, I've been showing how 104 has been coded into so many details. The shooter's name is Chris Harper Mercer. Chris Harper Mercer has gematria of 104 and 113 with the S exception. Of course, 113 is a number coded into mainstream hoaxes all the time. The words mainstream, green screen, dishonest all have gematria of 113. The Zionists, in their holy book, Vava Kama 113a, says a Jew can circumvent a Gentile by lying to them. All of these mainstream stories are lies, and they are all controlled by this gang of Zionist Jews. Look how they said the shooter was 26 years old. For the first 5 hours of the day, they reported that he was 20 years old. Then it turned to 26. Again, Umpqua equals 26. Sandy Hook, 26 victims. There's more. That's the God number, a number found also in a lot of these shooting hoaxes. The mainstream headline they kept all day was shooting at Oregon campus, having gematria of 104, 113, and 122. But notice how this number 104 keeps showing up. We're seeing a lot of 113s. John Hanlin had that tweet from January 13th. Then we got the story of another Christopher, the hero. His name was Christopher Mintz. Look at his name, gematria, 95-104. His story was that it was his son's birthday. Birthday has gematria of 42, the small way like Roseburg, like Freemason. Just more coded details in these coded stories. We got this headline all day, this grainy image. This is Christopher Mintz right here. Hero blocked door, took bullets. Gematria of 113. What do you know? We got this non-crying witness who supposedly saw the brutality. Hannah Miles, named gematria of 104. 104 is kind of like 10-4, which is a way of saying message received. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I hope it's clear what I am showing to you. All of these shootings are hoaxes, rigged by the numbers. Should be a 10-4 at this point. Freemason, Roseburg, birthday, gematria of 42, Truth Seeker. But there it is, you know, just one more detail. I think this is the 5th video I've now done on the Roseburg shooting. I can do another one on the victims. It's all full of the same coding. It's nonstop with these people. Their biggest giveaway is the numerology and gematria. They continue to code into these stories. The details say that the shootout with police was at 1046. A lot of times in police shootings, the number 46 is coded because the word hero equals 46. First call came at 10:38. Oregon equals 38 the small way. So does death. Let's call this John Hanlin guy. When I call him, I'll call Monday, tomorrow, and I'll record that too. These people are busted. If people really died, then that means the police were in on the killing of their own civilians, and John Hanlin knows something. All right, until next time.